A portion of today's video is kindly sponsored by Green Chef. Well, hey friends, so glad you stopped by to hang out with me today while I get some stuff done around here. My to-do list is a mile long. At the top of it is some decluttering and a little bit of organizing. We're coming out of our living room remodel project, which is the video that went up last week. And I just have some odds and ends and stuff to button up and figure out and move on from. Like, I just want to get a move on away from this stuff. So we're gonna take this space from being pretty messy to more minimal. You know, I'm all about that. And I think the alternate title to this video could be Messy to Minimal. I decluttered 12 to 14 inches of my hair. Yeah, I had quite the chop last week. I shared it on my Instagram, but I guess I haven't said hello with the new do on YouTube. I'm finishing my cup of coffee. We're gonna get a move on. I hope you get some encouragement and some gentle motivation if you've got stuff that you're cleaning up around your house. We're gonna get started with the decluttering, but first, a word from today's sponsor. So let me tell you a tale of two dinners. A few nights ago, we had a couple of Green Chef meals available to make, and our family honestly could not agree on which one. So you know what I did? I made both, and we had leftovers the next day, and boy, were those the best leftovers ever. I made these blackened tilapia bowls, which were fresh and filling and totally delicious. And then we also had a turkey coconut curry soup that was to die for. And we are actually a house divided because I love those hearty and comfort food options even during the summertime, but Weston prefers the more lighter, refreshing meals. But no matter where you fall on that spectrum, Green Chef and their CCOF certified meal kit delivery service has something for everyone. They even have options for certain dietary restrictions or food intolerances, keto, vegetarian, Mediterranean diet, dairy-free, fast and fit, just to name a few of the many options that they offer. And it's super easy to make your order on the Green Chef website or through their mobile app. You can pause or skip deliveries at any time. I love the flexibility. Everything is shipped straight to your door, is temperature controlled. Ingredients are all pre-portioned, pre-measured, and meals come together in about 30 minutes or less. In fact, I made these 2 meals in that time frame, and we enjoyed every single bite and the leftovers the next day. So you'll have to let me know in the comments, what do you prefer? Are you like me and like those hearty comfort food sort of dinners for the summertime? Are you more on the traditional lighter fare, more refreshing side of things? No matter what you're craving, Green Chef has something to fit the bill. And if you want to check them out, use the link in my description box, greenchef.com, and then enter the code Natalie50 at checkout. That gets you 50% off your first box with them, plus free shipping. And thanks again so much to Green Chef for sponsoring that little portion of today's video and making free content possible on this channel. I'm so grateful. So I feel like no one talks about the aftermath of remodeling projects. And probably because it's not the most beautiful before and after to show the absolute pile up that you have in another room as the result of the beautiful before and after that you see in the video. It makes sense, but I keep it real around here, and oh my gosh, this buffet cabinet that I have over here in this end of our dining room has just been absolutely piled up with extra stuff, random tools, random materials, stuff I didn't use. This tote in particular right here, I don't even know what's in it anymore. Let's start here. Let's declutter and eliminate this bin. Let's take this spot in my house from messy to minimal. Oh my gosh, why is it so heavy? Okay, definitely can make my way through some artwork. I took this off of the wall when we were rearranging things and getting started on a project, but I can use this in a different spot. I love this piece. It just didn't end up finding a home in our remodeled living room. Oh, Kitty has a mouse, look at that. Or what is that? Something vermin or rodent-like. Good kitty. I don't use a lot of silver in my house. And I actually just bought this because there was this hand sketched little sailboat picture in it, and I reframed it and put it in the living room. So I can donate that. This has no picture in it. I just bought it as a frame. I can use that for something else. That is garbage. That is garbage. These were just packaging that came with our couch. This also came with our couch. It's the wall mount for the new speaker bar with the whole surround sound system in our Lovesac couch. And we did not mount the speaker to the wall. If we ever do decide to mount it to the wall or have a different arrangement, this is a very valuable piece. So I think I'm gonna put this in the storage chaise of the new couch. I have to remember to do that. These board games over here, this little stack that I have, I'm actually going to revamp the organization of that in today's video. Those are gonna be in a storage chaise as well. So remind me to put that soundbar speaker mount bracket in there as well. Okay, have a couple of sets of curtains. I ordered two of each, two panels of each color. I didn't know what color I would end up using. This is from the Quince brand. The cloud color was too blue. The sand color was too pink. It looked kind of like a weird sort of muted gender reveal situation going on. They're unused and ready to be returned back to the brand. However, if you saw last week's video, you saw that I failed to order two of the color that I ended up going with, which is the flax color. I quickly hopped on and ordered the second panel of that color. So this can go up on the curtain rod today. Yay, that makes me so happy. We've just had one curtain on our front window for a little while now, and these need to be hemmed. So I might be busting out my sewing machine today and finishing up this project. How Ma Ingalls of me. Oh, this feels so good already just to get through this. Had an idea for the curtains that I wanted to do like this ring with these special little pleat hooks. Dude, I could not figure out how to make it work for the life of me. I watched all the YouTube tutorials, and I'm actually still within the return window for these pieces, so I'm adding that to my little returns pile. We have a set of the multi-tool little blades. That also goes with the tools in the garage. We have a window cloth from eCloth. I've been looking for this thing. The windows in here need to be washed so badly, so hopefully we get to that today. I have the second tie back, this little vintage brassy tie back for the second curtain panel that needs to go on the other side. And last but not least, we have this box, which contains the floor grates that I bought for the vents. This is probably one of my top two things that we changed in the living room. There are 3 floor vents in there, and we switched out the horrible white grody builder grade little vents that were warped. Half of them didn't even open or close properly. And this color really just blended in very nicely with our floor. It's just such a pretty effect. And I bought an 8-pack because at Home Depot, I want to say it's the exact same thing. It was $26 a piece. I have video proof. I actually took video of it. And I found it on Amazon for an 8-pack for under $80. That's pretty incredible. So I used 3 in there, which means I have 5 left. I'm gonna find 5 vents which are seen the most in this house, get them switched out. I'm here, I might as well. I'm just trying to move on with this stuff. I'm already feeling the homeschool room. There's actually a piece of furniture on it, and when we do our remodel in there, we will be moving things around. So I'm going to put that new one so that it's close at hand when we work on that project. That corner's a little bit chaotic anyway, just because It's a fixer-upper. We're working on remodeling projects. It's not a perfect house. It's not the finished product. We're kind of in like halfway zones when it comes to stuff being finished. I mean, will it ever be finished? And if I allow myself to kind of go along that train of thought, then I start to feel discontent, and we don't want to go there. Comparison is the thief of joy. I cannot compare where I'm at in this house to where someone else is at in their house. And dang, if you would have told me a few years ago that all the work and all of the planning and the saving and the patience that we did for a decade, we would finally be in the house that we get to fix up, I would have jumped for joy. I am so very grateful to be here. But it is a work in progress, and I acknowledge that. So I'm putting the old ones into this box that we got the new ones in, and I'm going to take this and then some of those other materials that are still perfectly good to Habitat for Humanity. We not only donate there, like our old stuff that we're taking out of our remodeling projects, but we've also actually gotten supplies there as well. So this box of vents is gonna go into that little donation box. Outlet covers, that can go in there, those can be donated. These brad nails, now that I'm looking at them another time, they're the wrong size for our brad nailer. Those were the ones that we didn't end up using. So that can get donated as well. Anything else? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Yeah, so far so good. I have a little pile of trash and recyclables that I need to get out of here. And then let's work on this game organization. But first, there's a deer in our yard. Again, I take it back. There are 3 deer in our yard. And this is, did that deer just yawn? That was so cute. So it looks like 2 yearling bucks, maybe, and a doe. Is that their mom? I don't know. But girl, same. Twin moms unite. They're checking out your bike over there, Liam. Are you gonna go back down into the glen? Mom's going back down into the glen. This is not the first time today that we have seen deer. Likely not the last. It is like deer season right now. They are out in full force. We saw 2 mature bucks. It's really fun to see those rare sightings of the mature bucks. But I'm getting distracted. I hope you enjoyed the little wildlife interruption. They happen quite often around here. But now I'm gonna get onto this board game organization and decluttering. There's some things that I can get out of here already. Moved this collection of board games out of the storage chaise that we had in our old crappy IKEA couch. I was so excited about those, but within weeks they were starting to fall apart, especially those storage chaise portions. I've talked about it before. It was like a whole list of complaints about them. They were just awful and not worth what we paid for them. Now we have the couch of our dreams. And we love it so much. It just gets better and better. So these fit into those storage chaises really tightly. These boxes, let me set you down and show you. These boxes that I got, they're from the Bright Room line at Target. The boxes themselves are great. And when I was first putting our board games, taking them out of the horrible cardboard boxes, most of those boxes were ripping and disintegrating, and it was a good move to transfer everything into these. It was a lot of work. I even cut out like the titles and everything. I didn't get my Cricut machine out and like get all fancy with it. I literally just like packing tape put these on. And at the time, I had enough room in a shelving unit that I had in my office to have them stored in something this clunky. It was a vast improvement over the original janky cardboard boxes. But now that we want them again, going back to storing them in our living room, we just don't have a space that's big enough to accommodate how large these boxes are. So I think I'm gonna try the whole like plastic Ziploc bag, large Ziploc bag system that so many of you suggested years ago when I was first sharing this whole process. Wasn't a good fit years ago, but now I am absolutely willing to try it. These boxes that I have here, I can either use them for another area of my house. They stack into each other really well, so I can store them for another project at another time. Again, we have that homeschool room organization and remodel that I want to do in there. And then if I find that I don't end up using them down the road, I can donate them to our church's children's ministry. Let's just say it was a small price to pay to have the organization that these bins provided for how long we've used them. But now we need to pivot and do something different. So one of our favorite games, it's called Qubits. And I'm gonna get too ADHD about it and have to pick a purple one, or am I just gonna be normal and move on and just pick the first color? No, I have to pick purple because that is the theme and the color of Qubits in the original box. This is Qubits. And then maybe, let's see, I think that's gonna work. And it definitely takes up less space, which is a point to the bag system. I don't really like see-through storage. I don't really like amorphous storage. I like rigid, opaque. Again, ADHD brain, it kind of helps to have things all just contained and hidden, but not if I can't find a spot that these comfortably fit in. So I'm going to convert the rest of the pile that I have here, do some decluttering along the way, and we that are kind of self-contained in better packaging, like this little Spot It game. It has its own tin case that works well. Same goes for our Uno game. And then the smaller boxed games seem to not be as fragile as the ones that came in bigger boxes. So we're gonna keep this apples to apples. This is a recent favorite. My kids are just now old enough that they really understand it and we have fun. I'm going to pass on this one, however. This is kind of like apples to apples, slightly different. It's called Cards Christians Like, and it's kind of a Christian culture version of apples to apples. You know, we didn't really love this game. We were out with some friends for a weekend away and we brought this with us to play with them, and it was just kind of okay. You can declutter this box out, adding that to the recycling pile, and now it's time to add the games that we're keeping to the storage ottoman. Let's go do that. Whoa, thank you. Oh my gosh, this is so much better. Why didn't I do this before? You guys were right. Feels so good to get this job done, both the game organization itself and then clearing off this buffet. I need to put this stuff into the van so I can go donate it. I still need to hang this picture on the wall. I talked about this in a recent video. I found this at a yard sale for $15. I've been looking for a larger painting to go up here. I need to hang that. I need to hang curtains. And I actually think I'm gonna pause the decluttering and cleaning and just get this curtain project done. The theme of this video is just moving on from stuff. I just need to move on from this halfway done project. So let's do that. I promise there's more decluttering and cleaning coming later in this video. Thanks for sticking around. I hope you're getting some encouragement and gentle motivation so far. I'm gonna put on my Ma Ingalls hat and do myself a little bit of sewing. In a recent Q&A video, someone asked me, what from your wedding registry do you still use today? At the time of making that video a couple weeks ago, I shared that our crystal goblet, like our glassware wine glasses, were the only thing that I remember still having, but I forgot about this sewing machine. My grandma Judy bought me this sewing machine off of our registry and gave it to me for my bridal shower. And it's still going strong 11 years later. It is getting toasty in here, especially in this sunny window, especially with the steamer. That made a really big difference. I think these turned out beautiful. I love how they look, sort of gracing either side of the window. That was kind of the intention here. And yes, the observant of you probably noticed that these curtains will not fully cover the window when they're closed. Room darkening was never our intention. Privacy is not a consideration because we don't have any neighbors that can see our house or even our property. We're grateful to be in such a secluded spot. These are purely a decorative or like textural element. And I think they do the trick. And I think that the hem job actually looks really good. If I do say so myself, I took my time. This looks really good. I now need to pull myself back out of craftsy fantasy mode and take care of this house while I was hanging up these curtains. The griminess of this window was just screaming at me. So I'm gonna roll up my sleeves, or lack thereof, and get cleaning. I think I'm gonna do some speed decluttering, cleaning, tidying up, just kind of getting this house reset. There's still some odds and ends around the place that need to be taken care of. If you haven't done so already, if you wanna get up and join me and do some cleaning together, it's always nice to be able to clean or declutter, tidy up our house with a friend. I love to be able to keep you company. I'm gonna play some fun music for us, and we can hang out and get our houses straightened up together. But no pressure. You don't have to get up and work with me. If you want to just kick back and relax while you watch this video, I love that for you.
My friends don't care about everything as long as you got a story to bring. We'll take you along, take you along, take you along to some other places. We drive towards the other horizon, maybe to spend a couple hundred till we run out, till we run out, till we run out of paper and change. So tell me if I'm starting to think so recklessly, I may just write a letter home to say goodbye to everyone.
I would love to know in the comments how your summer is going. I was actually talking on my Instagram recently how I used to dread the summertime. It really wasn't my favorite. But over the last decade or so, things have really flipped. Watching my kids enjoy summertime, being able to get out in the garden and harvest the abundance from it and really enjoy all of the life and the fruits of our labors. It's been so rewarding, and it has really made me fall in love with summertime. If you would have told me that when I was a teenager or even a young adult, I would have thought you were crazy. Summer is great, but it will still never replace fall in my eyes. I love the fall time, the start of the new school year, the cooling down of the weather, the colors outside, the coziness in our homes. It's all, oh my gosh, I love it so much. Something that has made a huge difference coming out of the summertime and into the fall is the prep work that I do before fall is actually here. And a few years ago, I started sharing this prep work, the projects that I do, the planning for the new season, and the cozying up that I do around my house in a series called Back to Fall. I do this series in the month of August each year, and then into September a little bit, right before fall is actually here. And being able to share these videos with you guys over a 4 to 6 week time frame has been so much fun, and I am so excited to get back into this Back to Fall series for you guys this August. It's right around the corner. I cannot believe it. And no, it's really not about rushing the end of summer or jumping the gun on the autumn. It's truly giving myself, my family, our peace, our mental health, an extra little leg up, because going into the fall time, I want to feel blessed, not stressed. And whether you're a homeschool parent yourself or not, whether you're actually headed into the fall or not, maybe you're in the southern hemisphere and you're on the absolute opposite side of the way seasons work. There's gonna be something there for everyone because just like I do in my other videos, I'm going to be sharing encouragement, camaraderie, gentle motivation, and my heart is that my channel will be a cozy, peaceful space where you can just be yourself and you can feel like you're hanging out with a friend. And so I hope you will join me for the 2023 Back to Fall series starting in August. I will be running giveaways for each video, and I'm so excited to see you back here for more. Okay, I'm gonna pause the robot vacuum because I need to say goodbye to you guys. I actually just got a call from a friend, several friends. They're headed down to the beach near where they live, so we are going to go join them. And I'm gonna let him continue to do his thing, but oh my gosh, it feels so nice to have my house back. The simplifying and decluttering that we did today, even if the majority of it was just materials and stuff that we used for the living room remodel, man, it feels so good to get this stuff out of here, to get this space feeling more minimal and more simple again. The pursuit of simplicity, the pursuit of minimalism, as some people would call it, has become even more important in this house, even more than it was in our previous house, which was about half the size. And it's not really the size of the house that matters when it comes to minimalism, as much as the trolls on the internet would like to have you believe otherwise. In this house that we've put our blood, sweat, and tears into, it is so important for us to maintain a lifestyle that is simplified so that we can live in this house and on this property to its fullest joy and its fullest extent. If I was having to deal with a ton of stuff all the time, I wouldn't have time to garden, homeschool my kids, have fun with the chickens, work out with Weston in our gym, host people every week, or up and leave in the middle of the day to go hang out with people who've invited us somewhere else. I'm not dealing with the extra baggage and the extra weight and the extra stress of extra stuff, and regularly editing our inventory, regularly decluttering, and being really honest with ourselves about where we're at, what we need, what we don't need, changing our spending habits. It's made such a difference. I am the happiest I have ever been, and that is huge. And I'm gonna try to not be emotional about it because I'm about to say goodbye and I don't wanna get all worked up. But seriously, a lot of different things have gone into that bold statement, but continuing to simplify and continuing to pursue simplicity in all aspects of my life, including what I do in social media, including my calendar, etc. It's made such a difference. Sometimes we end up with a little, just a little bundle of stuff that we're decluttering out. Sometimes we end up with a whole Herkin bag of stuff. Sometimes we end up with both, and it was so nice to have you hang out with me today, keep me company while I got some stuff done. Like I said, I have my house back. I'm moving on. If you worked with me too, I hope you enjoyed having a buddy to hang out with and get some encouragement or some gentle motivation. I hope you always find that here on my channel. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. Extra content over on my Patreon, just $5 a month. We have a lot of fun over there and I'm keeping it super affordable. And I do have some content banked up for over there. So I will be posting during my week off that I take at the first week of every month from YouTube. So I will see you in a couple of weeks to kick off the Back to Fall series. I cannot believe that. We are already here and it's going to be better than ever. Well, I hope you have a blessed day. Thank you so much for spending a little part of it here with me on my channel, and I'll catch you later.